It was the worst weekend for air traffic control staffing since the start of the federal government shutdown. According to an analysis of Federal Aviation Administration operations plans, there were 146 staffing triggers reported from Friday morning to Sunday night. That means air traffic controllers had to change operations to keep the airspace safe with fewer people working. These steps can include rerouting planes or delaying flights when there are not enough controllers to handle the normal workload. So there have already been more than 90 delays and 70 cancellations out of DIA today only. So the uncertainty around flights and safety for air travel recently has a lot of people wondering, what should I do for the holidays coming up? So joining me to share some advice, we have Juliana Brosti, or Traveling Jules. Thanks so much for being here today.
Of course. Thanks for having me, Lauren.
Absolutely. So what should we plan for the holidays? I mean, we're seeing all these delays and cancellations. What do you think?
Right. Travel is always a little bit stressful and hectic because you just never know. And during the holidays, there are so many more people, trying to squeeze in a trip in the same period of time. So really just planning extra time. You can never have too much time, an extra hour to get there early. Download your airline's app so you have up-to-the-date information right there in your hand. And especially you can check on, Denver International Airport's website, the TSA wait times, so you can know what to expect, if it's a long wait or an even longer wait.
That's really good advice for people who already have their tickets, because now it's mid-November, people already have their tickets. They're like, we're going, we hope.
I know, we got our fingers crossed. I mean, again, you just want to be prepared for anything and be flexible. I am a big fan. If you already have your ticket, you might want to consider having a second ticket, just maybe a refundable, or maybe buy one on points that you can always get your points back. That way you have double the opportunity to get to the destination so that you're not stressed, and a little bit more flexibility. So that's something I've practiced many times. I often buy one-way tickets so that if one direction is affected, you're not paying, you're not being punished for a price increase on the other half. So just look into if two one-way tickets is the same price as a round trip, and then you can keep extra flexibility.
If you can see the wheels turning in my head right now, I'm taking all of the notes because that's such good advice. Those are great ideas. Another idea that people are having right now is to just drive. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, you can never, have more independence and freedom than when you're behind the wheel. And just if you have the time, you can always find delightful experiences along the way. You might find a cool stop, or just some attraction that you've always wanted to visit. But it does, sometimes when you look into the total travel time, when you go to the airport early, you look into, waiting for your baggage and all of the extra time, sometimes driving is a great resource. So definitely consider that.
And that could be all the fun too, right? Just a big road trip.
Yeah.
What other advice are we missing here?
Well, travel insurance is always important, because if there is a trip delay on your flight, especially 6 hours or more, you're often eligible for the prize, right? It could be $150 or $250, depends on your plan. But that can be nice to have in your pocket, knowing, okay, I got delayed, but at least I'm not, paying extra for those meals, or even an overnight if you have to stay grounded a little bit longer. So yeah, there's a lot of different strategies for folks traveling. I like to stay charged, having an extra battery charger, so that I'm always able to check my phone and see what's up to date, what's the news today.
That is another piece of good advice, because you can't always find a charger, you can't always find an outlet.
Yes, people really get protective over their outlets.
They do. Well, Jules, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you breaking it all down and giving us some advice this morning.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
Yes, absolutely.